Howdy. If you clicked on this video, then I know that you're someone who has devoted their life, time, and energy to building a venture or a project designed to make the world a better place. And you're looking out there in the marketplace, and you're seeing all these amazing people who have walked ahead of you, who have such a massive reputation, and credibility, and authority behind them, and you're looking at yourself and wondering, like, why would anyone care what I have to say? Why would my voice matter when there's already people out there who are doing what I'm doing? There are already people out there who have got so much experience. And here I am, I've been doing this for, a year, a few years, and I've seen some success, but, why would anyone want to work with me? You're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. In fact, when I was building my first business, an impact-driven business in the mental health space, I had zero business experience. I had zero certifications in mental health or degrees in the industry. All I had was my lived experience. And here I was at pitch competitions, in front of venture capitalists and judges and distinguished serial entrepreneurs and this and that who had 20, 30, 40 years experience ahead of me, and I just felt so out of my depth. It was very intimidating. And then that was in person, but then I'd go onto my phone and scroll through my social media feed and see all of these really talented and gifted and famous and inspiring founders and entrepreneurs who were doing similar things, and I was like, man, who am I to compete with that? Right? And it sucks. It sucks to have that dialogue fool you, because what does it mean? It means that you look at these people and then you don't feel motivated to do your work. You don't feel inspired to execute on your vision because you feel like you're not good enough. It leads to procrastination. It leads to inactivity. It leads to hopelessness, right? Or maybe you're so inspired and empowered and more of what they're doing that you try and sort of copy or emulate their strategies in your own business and in your own endeavor, but it doesn't work because they're on chapter 20. Meanwhile, you're on chapter 4 of the story. So what do you do? What do you do when you're in this state of comparison and you feel like you're not good enough and you're struggling with this quote-unquote imposter syndrome, right? And what I would tell you is the same thing that I would tell myself when I was first starting out, which is the fact that you're experiencing this is such a blessing because it means that you've successfully stepped outside of your comfort zone and you've surrounded yourself with people who are much more advanced and evolved and intelligent and accomplished than you, which is the perfect environment and incubator to support you in becoming better. So instead of comparing yourself and finding your limitations and identifying your weaknesses, use it as an opportunity to reach out to them, to ask them what's working for them. Ask if you can pick their brain for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Use it as an opportunity to learn and actually apply some of the things that you're learning from their own journey, because time is on your side, and with time and with practice you will get to that level, because the truth is no one can do what you do. You have your own unique skill set, your own unique lived experiences, your own unique upbringing. No one has had the same life experience that you have had. So that in and of itself is your unique value proposition. It's just a matter of you doing the self-discovery and the inner work to step into your true power, find your authentic voice, and then express that voice clearly. Because all of what you see online of those people who have quote-unquote made it are simply expressing their own unique, authentic voice. And so that's why it can't be copied. That's why, and I'd be lying if I said I hadn't looked at what other people were doing and tried to apply it for myself and see limited to no results, because I was trying to be someone that I wasn't, and that I'm not. And I want to, reassure you that it's completely natural. It's okay that you're going through this process, because the fact that you're here and the fact that you are acknowledging these feelings to yourself that you feel like you might not be good enough, it's just a call for greater self-acceptance and grace and self-compassion with yourself, understanding that you are where you are because that's where you're supposed to be. And by doing this work and tuning into conversations like this one, and taking the time to express your own unique, authentic voice through a dedicated practice of self-discovery, of personal growth, of interrogating your thoughts and ideas to be able to communicate in a way that's true for you, that in and of itself will help you start to stand out, will help you start to grow your following, grow your impact, and will help you become one of those very people who others will look up to and be like, man, I can't believe they're doing that very thing that I want to do, and I feel like I'm not good enough. And then you can be the very same person who can guide them and encourage them and reassure them in the same way that I'm trying to do for you right now. So firstly, accept that these feelings are natural, they're valid, they're actually really healthy, that you're experiencing these things. It's just a matter of choosing to look at the situation through a new perspective. Instead of comparing yourself and getting into woe is me and my voice doesn't matter, is actually having that sense of self-acceptance and self-compassion for yourself, knowing that you have your own unique gifts and talents and strengths that are just waiting to be expressed, and using this as an opportunity to reach out to those people, start a conversation with them, ask them what they're doing. And in so doing, the more conversations that you have with others and with yourself, more importantly, the better that you get at articulating and understanding what your own unique value proposition is. One of the biggest, most inspiring, most empowering, most impactful things that I ever did for myself, my personal brand, was to be so goddamn vulnerable and radically candid about everything. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out and tell people about, the traumas that you faced, unless you feel comfortable doing so. This is just what's been true for me and what I feel is important for my storytelling and for my work that I do to show people and to offer them a sense of optimism and hope, and really a guide to make it through challenges. But as soon as I did that, the opportunities that presented themselves were so beautiful and almost instantaneous, because no one could replicate what I was doing. No one can replicate you. So the more that you are you, the more you will grow. And it sounds cliche, be yourself, but I think this process of letting go of the fears of criticism and the fears of failure and the fears of rejection and the fears of abandonment and all the stuff that I've been speaking about in past videos and I'll continue to speak about in future videos is part of this letting go process that allows your unique self to shine through. And that in and of itself is a really, really powerful strategy to overcome this imposter syndrome and grow your impact. So I'm sending you so much love. You are exactly where you're meant to be, because that's where you are. I really appreciate you and love you so much for being in this conversation with me. I'm right there on the path with you. I still get these things every single day. They're completely natural. No one's immune to them, but there is a way out. So have a beautiful day or night ahead, and I'll see you very soon.